Ooh, it's 5:02. So just for the purpose of recording, if no one shows up, we gotta still record it because that isn't that. All right. Okay. Good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. I am your favorite trainer, Coach Chuck, and today we have a special guest. We have Dr. Julie Chavez joining us. She is a long-term client of mine, and when I was telling her about this program, she was excited and wanted to see how she could be a part of it. And so she's gonna be the first guest on the Breakfast Club workout or the Breakfast Club session, right? So you guys are gonna have an opportunity, if you are local or even if you're not local and you're willing to fly into town and to come into the gym and work out with me and get to meet everybody else. So Julie, come say hi to the people.
Good morning. I tell Chuck I think it's morning, but here we are. So I'm really proud of Chuck for launching this project, and he and I have known each other for 9 years now. We've clocked it out. So
Long time.
I met Chuck at the gym way back, and he was continues to be my personal trainer. I'm an oral surgeon, so oral maxillofacial surgeon, and I have a lot of musculoskeletal issues with my job, and Chuck identified those really because I came to him just to work out, and so that's kind of been the focus of our work together. And I've launched the Sustainable Surgeon Project, and Chuck has helped me with that. So that's about helping surgeons of all types work out properly or just maintain our mobility to improve our career longevity. So that's why I'm here. So thanks for having me, Chuck.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I didn't think she was going to show up, but it's kind of early and she's coming from across town. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to start it off by getting on our square. So Julie, you may or may have not heard me talk about being on your square. When you're on your square, that is when you're sleeping properly, you are eating properly, right? Yeah. And when you're off your square, you're not doing those things. And the reason why we want to be mindful of being on your square is that the stresses of life, all these forces are coming at you, and there's nothing that you can do about it. But the one thing you can do about it is you can kind of predict how you're going to respond to all that by being on your square. You're gonna show up as your best self when you're on that square, right? Okay. So if you haven't done anything up to this point to get on the square, you're just gonna mentally get on the square, right? We're gonna close our eyes and we're gonna take a couple deep breaths, right? So let's start with like a 2 to 3 second inhale, and then you're just gonna let the air fall out, right? So we're gonna breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, you guys keep breathing in and breathe out. Just kind of listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. So keep breathing in and keep breathing out. I want you to shift your weight back to the heels. And then you're going to shift the weight to your toes. All right, you're going to start welcoming your feet to the workout. Thank you, feet. Thank you, toes. Getting up and supporting this body weight this morning. Okay, shifting towards the heels, shifting towards the toes. All right, now I'm going to get my feet just a little bit closer together, and I'm going to start making circles with my ankles. And I'm going to go clockwise, and then I'm going to go counterclockwise. Just saying good morning to the ankles, checking in, seeing how they're moving. Now I'm going to move that up to the knees, and we're going to be doing clockwise circles and then counterclockwise circles. All right, just taking inventory of the knees, checking in with them. Let's move it on up to the hips. All right. Clockwise, counterclockwise, saying good morning to your hips. All right, so you're still breathing. We're gonna take the feet and spread them apart just to get a wider base. Now we're gonna lift up the elbows and we're gonna do some twists. So we're twisting this way and we're twisting that way. We're just kind of still breathing, saying good morning to all the vertebrae. We got 5 of those lumbar vertebrae, 12 of those thoracic, and 7 of those neck. We're just doing the thoracic and lumbar right now. We'll get to the neck. Okay, so relax that. Now let's do some shoulder circles, right? So let's go reverse. So shoulders come way up, big circles. We're tracing to the side of our body. Good job, good job. We're still breathing. Now let's reverse those circles. Good morning, shoulders. Okay, now let's start bending at or flexing at the elbows. So like we're doing some fake curls, like air curls, right? Saying good morning to the elbows, right? We're gonna flex and extend. Okay, now we're gonna move to the wrist, and we're going to point the fingers down and then point them up, just kind of taking those wrists through full range of motion, saying good morning to the wrist. We can do some circles, some clockwise circles, and then some counterclockwise circles. Okay, shake that out with the arms, and then let's go ahead and go with the neck. So I'm gonna keep my shoulders square towards the front of the room, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my chin over the left shoulder this way, and then I'm gonna take my chin over the right shoulder that way. Go back and forth, back and forth. Okay, now I'm gonna go up and down, checking in with those cervical vertebrae. So I'm gonna take this chin, put it into the chest, then take the chin and point it up towards the ceiling. And then all the way down into the chest again. Good job. And then we're gonna go side to side. Or I'm sorry, not side to side, but we're gonna take that ear and we're gonna drop that ear down towards the shoulder. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Down to the other shoulder. Just gonna go back and forth. Good job, good job. We're still breathing. Okay, and we're gonna take that head center. We're gonna take a couple more deep breaths. So breathe in as deep as you can. Breathe out. Breathe in as deep as you can. Breathe out. One last time, as deep as you can. And breathe out. Okay, good job, good job. Open up your eyes, open up your eyes. Okay, so we're gonna get started on this workout. I am a little concerned because I don't see, I'm just gonna driving from Minneapolis to join us this morning. That's one of, what's that?
I didn't speak.
That's one of the features of this, is that if you're local, I want to get you in the gym early in the morning to work out with me and to kind of meet all the people. So if you're interested in that, definitely let me know. She kind of walked into it. So real quick, I'll let Julie introduce herself, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and say a couple words to the people.
Good morning. I'm glad to be with Chuck this morning and promoting his new launch here, so really excited for him. Chuck and I met about 9 years ago, so he's been my trainer since then, and I'm an oral surgeon, and I came to Chuck to get back into fitness, and he really identified a lot of the mobility issues that I was having, so he's been helping me with those, and we're trying to promote some fitness and mobility for surgeons, so he's helping me with the Sustainable Surgeon Project, and just bright and early, so ready to go. Thanks for having me.
All right. Okay, so let's get started, you guys. We're going to go right into the Tabata to warm up. You guys missed the breathing. I was doing the breathing, and I thought it was strange that nobody logged on. So we figured it out. Anyway, so we're going to go with this Tabata, 2 movements. And I'm going to have Julie go ahead and demonstrate those movements. I'm going to have you step way back here. So the first movement is going to be what's called an up-down. So what an up-down is Julie's going to bend over, place her hands flat on the ground. Okay? She's going to kick back or step back. So go ahead and kick back first and then jump forward again. Or she can step back. She's going to step back with one leg, step forward. And then she's going to jump forward or step forward and then jump up. So it's like a burpee without the push-up. Okay? So go ahead and do that faster in real time. Let's go. And the key to this is to try, when you reach down and put your hands on the ground, that you try to get your hands right in between your feet, okay? Now the next movement is what is called, I'm gonna call it back activation. So Julie's gonna lie down on her back, Okay? Now she's gonna push her elbows into the ground as she lifts her upper head. And then she's gonna go back down. So it's almost like you're using your back to lift your body up off the ground. Okay? And we're gonna advance this movement by when she comes up, by pushing those elbows up, that the knees come up. Now when you use your elbows to push yourself up, right? The elbows never leave the ground. They never leave the ground, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, again, it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, just rotating in between those two movements, all right? Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and go. Yep, starting with those up downs. Good job. And you want to kick forward with your feet flat on the ground. So kick forward with your feet wide. And the goal is to try to get the feet right in back of the hands or get the hands right in between the feet, okay? Now we're on our back and we're going to be pushing away from the ground with those elbows, bringing up the knees. Okay, so I'm going to go a side view here. All right, so I'm pushing through as high as I can and back down. Nice. Keeping those elbows on the ground, breathing out as I push those elbows into the ground to lift the body up. Okay, up downs are next. Up downs are next. Trying to loosen up those hips. Good job, good job. Again, the modification on that is just stepping back and stepping forward, giving it a small hop at the top. Okay, driving those elbows into the ground. Here we go. Elbows never leave, well, they can leave the ground when you're flat, but they don't leave the ground when you're lifting your body up. You're driving elbows into the ground to lift the body up. Okay, back to those up downs. Back to those up downs. Slow start, but we got it going. Let's go. Good job, good job. Okay, back on the ground. Back on the ground. Breathing out, lifting that head up as high as you can off the ground, bringing those knees up. It's like a 2-for-1, right? I'm hitting the back here, and I'm hitting the core. We got 2 left. 2 left. Deep breaths. Get on top of that breathing. Good job, good job. Arms flat. Okay, last one, last one. Okay, driving those elbows. Now the modification to this is just keeping the heels on the ground. Like I'm doing here for my last one. Okay, good job. Good job. Okay, go ahead and grab a little bit of water if you need it.
If I wasn't on camera, I would have quit.
You'd quit. Julie is a hard worker. Don't let her fool you, but she will complain. She will complain. Okay, so today's workout is a lot of volume, and what I mean by volume is we're gonna do a lot of reps. But I want you guys to get your mind wrapped around reps. So the first rep that we're gonna do is gonna be 100. And I know when you're first getting started with bodyweight training, you hear that word 100 and you think, oh my God, that's a lot. That's not a lot, right? And I want you, when you hear big numbers like that, to start thinking about, the first thing I think about is, how am I gonna break that down? Not can I do this or I can't do this, how can I break that down? So the first movement is gonna be 100 air squats. And we're gonna break it down into 25s. Now remember what that air squat is I'm gonna have Julie or Dr. Chavez demonstrate this. She's gonna get her feet just, let me have you step back just a little bit. Okay, she's gonna get her feet just outside of hip width apart. And then she's gonna put most of the weight on her heels and she's gonna shoot her hips back. So with that squat, it starts here with the hips first. She's gonna shoot her hips back so far back that her knees will bend but they don't move forward. And then she's gonna use her arms to extend on the way out or down so that she can stay balanced. And then when she stands up, she's gonna squeeze her butt as tight as she can so that those hips come all the way forward. Okay? First 25, let's go. That's one, right? 2, 3, we're gonna speed that up just a little bit. 4, 5, now as you go down, 6, let's have those knees go out, 8, but feet stay pointed straight ahead, 9, 10, and we're trying to get the hip, 11 at the height or below the knee, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Remember those knees are bending, but they're not going forward. 24, 25. Okay, so we got 75 left. And just to pick this up, because we got a late start, we need a minute of regular jumping jacks, right? So our jumping jacks, hands are here alongside the legs, feet are together. I'm gonna jump, separate, try to touch the hands at the top, and then come back. Now, if you don't feel like jumping this early in the morning, we're just gonna step to the side. So Julie, you're gonna step to the right, like this, and then we're gonna come here. And then to the opposite side, and then we're gonna come here. Now, at any moment in this minute, you can jump between the two movements, all right? So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute of jumping jacks. Now, a lot of us are toe jumpers, meaning that when we're jumping with this jumping jack, we just stay on our toes. I want you to kiss those heels on the ground, even when the legs are apart. Good morning, Carol. Sorry about the mix-up. I'm having some issues with Zoom. I'll explain later. 30 seconds. Good job. And we're breathing deep. Nice. 15 seconds. Five seconds. Okay, rest it. We're going right into the air squats again. We're at 70. We need 75. We got 75 left. Feet are just outside of hip width apart. Here we go. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Get deep. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Weight should be in the heels. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Okay, breathe, breathe, breathe. Deep breath. Yep, go ahead and grab your water. Now, we're gonna break that up with 1 minute of butt kickers, okay? Butt kicker is here. I'm bringing that heel up as high as I can. Now, I can walk it, but if you walk it, I want you touching your heel. Just like that. Okay, if you run it, I want you landing with toe heel. That heel touches. Okay, and I can go fast or I can go slow. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, if you're gonna run it, soft feet, and get that heel up. The higher you get the heel, the more you engage that hamstring. And that's what we're going for, right? You can have some fun with it, right? We can do some circles, right? You could do forward, you could do backwards. Okay, that's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Dr. Chavez getting into it.
Get in my air box.
Get some arms in there. Okay, soft feet. Those heels are kissing. Good job. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Okay, rest it, rest it. Deep breaths. Okay, let's go, let's go. My bad, but we got to get into this. 25 more, we're at 50. Feet just outside of hip width apart, feet pointed straight ahead. Let's shoot those hips back. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, I'm having to count. 59. Okay, making sure you're squeezing the butt tight at the top. Full range of motion. As deep as you can, squeezing at the top.
66.
57, 58, 59, 60.
71.
That's why I'm having you.
I'm keeping him honest. 74. 75.
75?
Yep.
Oh, okay, 75. Okay. Now, deep breath, deep breath. Let's go skaters. Let's go skaters, right? Remember our skater is here. I'm gonna find my balance here. Find my balance. If I can do that faster, finding my balance, great. If not, right, I can step to the side. Find my balance as a modification. Find my balance. Find my balance, okay? We're going 1 minute and 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Side to side. Under control now. I want you to find your balance on this. A little ankle, knee, and hip stability. Soft landing. And you should be jumping off of a bent leg and driving through that heel. Start feeling this in the glute just a little bit. Nice, that was 30 seconds. Good job, good job. Breathe. Ooh, I'm feeling this. Okay, 5 seconds. Stay with me. And rest it. Ooh, now if you're doing that right, you should have felt that in your glutes. I know I did. Grab a quick sip. Grab a quick sip and we'll knock out this last 25. Look at that. Look at how fast we got through those. Well, we're not through, but we're close. Okay, 25 left. Where we at, 75?
Yep. 75.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. 76. 79. You're counting. Okay. as we get tired, we still want to be mindful of our form. That's getting those hips way back, almost to where, if you're really looking at my toes, the bottom of my squat, they almost leave the floor. And I'm really reaching forward. What that does, puts my hip in a position where I have to use my glutes.
7, 9. Okay, 100.
Is that 100?
Yep.
All right, good job, good job. Okay, moving on. We started at 100. Now we're going to 90. So we need 90 reverse lunges. Yes, 90 reverse lunges, but we're going to break that up, right? 45 per leg, but we're going to alternate. Okay, so with that reverse lunge, have you turn to the side? Okay, when you go, the purpose of a reverse lunge is to put all the weight on the front leg. So when I go down into that back lunge, I want to be leaning forward. I'm going to go here. I'm going to tap that knee on the ground with all the weight over that front leg, and I'm going to step forward, trying to get that foot off of the ground, the rear foot, before this leg is completely straight. I'm going to line it up with that one, and then I'm going to do the opposite. Just like that, okay? Now, I'm going to have you turn forward, Dr. Chavez. Now watch, when she goes back into her reverse lunge, watch Dr. Chavez go ahead. Now, that knee, I do not want to go in. It can go out as much as possible, but not in, okay? Just like that. All right, here we go. Let's get it going. Reverse lunge. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, you're gonna count. Okay, you want to make sure you're standing all the way up too, right? Now I can tell, because usually in this movement, I watch the hips. Do the hips come all the way forward? Because if they do, I mean, you have to squeeze your butt in order for that to happen. All right, so we're warm enough that we can speed this up a little bit.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27,
oh,
28. You feeling that?
yeah.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Good job. 35. This is about the pace. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. We're going to stop at 45. 42, 43, 44, and 45. Okay, we're going to break these up. Let's get into a forearm plank, single leg. We'll go 30 seconds and 30 seconds, okay? Now, on that forearm plank, I have you go ahead and you can get on those elbows, and I want the fist away from each other. I don't want this with your plank where the fists are touching. Open them up. That opens up your chest. From here, your elbow to the shoulder, you want to be in a straight line, and you're going to push away from the ground with those elbows. And then we're going to lift one leg, all right? We're going to go in 3 seconds here. And go. Flex the foot that is in the air. Flex it, meaning bring the toe towards the shin, and then keep that toe pointed down. Squeeze your quadriceps. That's going to help straighten out your legs. And squeeze your glute. And lift. Push away with those elbows and breathe. Okay, we got 10 seconds. Okay, and rest it. Nice. Okay, that was 30 seconds. We're going to do the other side here. Good job. Deep breaths. Okay, 5 seconds. Here we go. Other side. 3, 2, 1. And we're lifting. Okay, make sure that toe is pointed straight down towards the ground. Make sure you're not shifting your hips. Keep them level. Your pelvis level with the floor. Good job. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And rest it. Good job. Okay, where are we at? 45? 45?
I thought we were at 75.
We're at 75. That was the last move.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
I tried.
Let's get it. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. Good job. 59, 60. Remember, we're lifting that back leg up as soon as possible. We're being nice to that back knee. Please don't jam your back knee into the floor. Just kiss it. Just kiss it. We talked about positive relationships. We want a positive relationship with those knees. We need those knees.
3, 4, 75.
All right, 75. Good job. Good job. Okay, so we did 100. We did 90. We need 80. 80 single leg toe touches. The single leg toe touch. All right, I'm going to have Dr. Chavez demonstrate the single leg toe touch.
Okay, I'm only going to demonstrate if you call me Julie.
Okay, Julie.
Because otherwise I feel like I'm at work.
Well, I don't know what to call her because we're partners with Sustainable Surgeon too. And when she gets around her cronies, I like to say doctor. All right, here we go. So she's going to balance on one leg. She's going to bring that knee up, hands above her head, and then she's going to bring those hands in, shoot that back leg, and touch the knee. Now that is the advanced movement, right? Hands above the head, knee high, go down with both hands and touch the toe. Now, the modification to that is don't reach up. We're just going to go here, or I'm sorry, if I'm balancing on the right leg, this is my left hand, I'm just going to go here with the toe. I'm going to go down, touch, come right back up, right? And it's just with one hand, right? So we're either going to do this one, 1, 2, right? Or we're going to do this one. This one is harder, okay? We got 40 per side. What we're going to do is we're going to go 20 right leg, 20 left leg, 20 right leg, 20 left leg, just to give it a break, okay? All right, so let's go, everybody. Let's balance with the right leg. So right leg is planted, and then we're going to get going. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that back leg, 5. You really want to send it behind you like you're trying to touch the wall behind you. It's going to help keep you balanced. And on that right foot, you want to make sure that you're evenly distributing the weight between your heel and your toe. It usually helps if I lean a little bit towards the right.
15.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that starts to burn in the hip or the glute, and then the lower leg, your anterior tib, right? The front of your calf muscle. Okay, let's get that left side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And then on your balance leg, you can bend it, right? You can bend it to get closer to the ground. Good job, good job. Ooh, that's burning.
15, 16, 17.
Ooh. 18, 19, 20. All right. Good job, good job. That's burning. All right, how you doing, Julie?
Good.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Let's get that other side. Let's get the other side. So we're back on that right leg. 3, 2, 1. We're going to try to do this under control now. Those muscles are worn. If you lose your balance, I'd rather you put that foot back on the ground and then lift it, as opposed to breaking your coffee table. And don't get frustrated with these balance movements. If you could balance, we'd be doing something else. So this is meant to develop your balance and just the awareness of how those muscles work in that lower leg.
14.
My runners, I make them do a lot of these.
18.
19.
20.
Because if you're like me, you can feel how the muscles of that lower leg are really firing. And we spend 98% of our time on one leg when we're running. So it is imperative that the muscles of those low legs are in shape to be able to do this. Otherwise, we end up injured, like most runners who start running. Start running and within 3 months they're injured. Okay, let's get that other side. Left leg down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Breathe. Every time I've lost my balance, I ask myself the one question: am I breathing? And usually not. What was that?
16.
Okay. 17,
I think I lost one.
18, or we'll call that.
19. 20.
Okay, 20, 20. Good job, good job. Okay. Finish up. Get a quick sip of water, and then we're going into 70. We're at 70. And 70 is the mountain climber. 70 is the mountain climber. So we're going to have Julie get on the ground on all fours. Right, let's turn it a long way so they can. Okay? Now, what she's going to do, she's going to go ahead and lift your knees off the ground and be in a plank position. So stretch those legs out. All right? Now, she's going to make sure that her shoulders are in front of her hands or either on top of the hands. Then she's going to pick up one leg. You're just going to walk them. She's going to, yep, so drive that knee. Now, when she drives that knee, that foot is not going to touch the ground. Yep, she can walk it like that, or she can run it. So go ahead and run it. Okay, we're going to count each knee, and we're going up to 70. Going up to 70. We're going to try to go straight through, too. We're not breaking this one up, so let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 29, 30. 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130. 70. All right, good job. Good job. Okay, we're at 60. 60 is gonna be our hip raisers. Gonna be our hip raisers. So she's gonna get back in the ground. She's gonna make her hands like this on the ground. She's gonna get those heels close to the hips. Feet are apart. She's gonna lift those feet off the ground and she's gonna lift her hips up as high as she can. And then she's gonna come down and just kiss the tailbone. Boom, and right back up. Okay? We're gonna roll right into this. We need 60 of these. Now, if you're using too much of your quadricep, you're going to start pushing your heel or your hips away from your heels. That means you're using your quadriceps. I don't want you to use your quadriceps, I want you to use your glutes. So drive through the heels, the hips should be going straight up, your shoulders shouldn't be getting pushed away from you. They should be in place, okay? Here we go, 60 of these. 3, 2, 1, go. As high as you can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, as high as you can get it, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Good job, good job. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Woo! 31, that's burning. 32, 33, 34. We'll stop at 40. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, as high as you can, and 40. Okay, let's break this up. I know a few of you are probably like, let's just go through it. Let's just go. Let's just go. Again, we're trying to monitor the relationship that we have with fitness. If your butt or whatever muscle it is that you're using starts to burn, let it burn a little bit, but then break it up. You don't have to be so demanding and so commanding of your body this early in the morning. All right, so we're going. We're at 40, right? At 30? We're at 30?
No, we're at 40. We're at 40.
Okay, here we go. We're at 40. Drive those heels. 41. 42.
Are you supposed to have your feet flat or you're supposed to have your toes up?
44. So I like to have my toes up. 45, just because it reminds me. 46, to be driving through those heels.
Okay.
47. 48, but if you can keep your feet flat, 49, but drive mostly 50 through the midfoot, through the heel, 51, and that's acceptable. 52, remember, 53, heel engagement. 54 is butt engagement. 55, toe engagement. 56, that's quadricep. 57, 58, 59, and 60. Good job. Good job. Again, when you place the weight in your heels, especially when you're pushing your body away from the ground, whether you're standing or on your back, that engages the glutes. As soon as you dig in with those toes, it engages your quadriceps, which engages your knee. So if your knees are achy or tight, is because you're spending too much time on those toes. Okay, what do we got? We got 10 minutes left. We got to cram some stuff in here. We need 50 bicycle crunches, okay? So bicycle crunches, we're not going to interlock the hands behind the head. We're going to go fingertips. We're going to keep those elbows wide, okay? Julie's going to come up, touch opposite knee to opposite elbow, and then the opposite elbow is on the ground. But she's going to be extending those legs out, right?
Oh, like this?
No, so bring one knee up, and one leg is straight.
Oh, I
Boom, just like that. Okay? So you guys see that? That's exactly what we're going to do, and our breathing is... So here we go. We need 50 of these. Count every elbow. So I'm on my back. 3, 2, 1, go. Now remember, opposite elbow touches the ground. Opposite heel touches the ground. And we're breathing. And we're breathing. Good job, good job. What number you at?
24.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, 50, 50. Well, I didn't quite get 50, but you guys got 50. Okay, so we're moving on. We need 40 forward lunges. 40 forward lunges. Okay, so with those forward lunges, same as the reverse lunge, except I'm going to be stepping forward, right? So let's see you. Yeah, so she's going to step forward, tap that back knee, and explode off the front heel to push herself back to standing. Okay, now when she goes forward, she's going to be leaning forward, and then shoot those shoulders back as she kicks off of that heel, okay? We need 40 of these, so 20 per leg. No rest, we're going straight through. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Leaning forward. Oh, I did that backwards. We both did reverse lunges.
Oh, yeah.
Stop. Forward lunges. Here we go. Forward lunge, lean forward. Push off that heel. 1, 2, 3. I'll have you count. 4. Now this one is hard not to press off of that toe. It's okay to press off of the toe, but I want the majority of the force going through that heel. And make sure when you step out forward that that foot is pointed forward and that the knee tracks along the toe. Where are we at?
16.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, good job, good job. I'm sorry we pushed through that really fast, but we got to get going. Next is a curtsy lunge. We have 30 of these, so we need 15 per side. So that curtsy lunge is going to come to the front of our mat, and it's like a reverse lunge. So, but it's like a reverse lunge like this. But instead of stepping straight back, we're going to step to the side. And then we're going to step forward. Right? And we can alternate it. Yeah, let's alternate it. Let's alternate it. Now, when you step back, you don't want to be stepping back to where you're twisted so much that your shoulders are pointed in a completely opposite direction. What you want is just a little bit of crossover. Okay? Just like that. We're going with 30 of these. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. 1. Yep, you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Good job, good job. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Good job. Okay, we got one left. We got two left, but I'm gonna be a nice guy. We only got one left. We need 20 jump squats. Now, those squats are the same as a regular squat. So Julie's gonna get her feet just outside hip width apart. She's gonna shoot those hips way back while she shoots those hands forward. She's gonna jump up, hips are gonna come forward. She's gonna land nice and soft and roll right into that next one, right? So when I'm down here, when I jump, hips come forward, I get right back into those heels, okay? We need 20 of those. If jumping's not your thing this early in the morning, just do regular squats. Just do regular squats. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get those hips all the way forward. 8, 9, there you go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay. Good job. Good job. Good job, people. Little pat on the back. A little high five. Good job. I want to thank you. I want to thank Julie for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me. Good job, everybody. It's tough.
And again, this is an open invitation, right? So what I'd like to do is if you're local, or even if you're not local, at least once a week, I'm going to be featuring one of the members inside of the gym. So let me know. Give you the address. It's an early morning, though, Julie. We come from St. Louis Park.
Yeah, Minneapolis.
Yeah, so you gotta get up early, probably earlier than me. Okay, couple of things. Again, I apologize for the mix-up. I'm having some, not necessarily issue, but some challenges with Zoom, and I'll figure it out. I think I'm either gonna have to get them on the phone, or I'm gonna have to do a new invite every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or the days that we meet. I'm still figuring out how the links go out to you guys through Subkit. Who actually got an email from Subkit saying that here is the link? Anybody? Carol, you got it? Kenyatta, did you get it or no? You just got through the text message that I gave you? Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys' patience with this. I'm going to get this thing figured out. But either way, we are here tomorrow or Friday, 5 o'clock. Any questions?
Tucker, I was just going to say, when I logged into Subkit this morning, it looks like you can book each individual session.
Right.
And then, like, when I clicked, I didn't do that. So when I clicked book, then I got the email with the link. So for me, sorry, Carol.
No, go ahead, Heidi. Sorry.
Oh, that's it. That's all I'm saying is that then I got the link, but I clicked into each individual day and said book, 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 book.
Oh, so people, go ahead, Carol.
I did that this morning, but it gave me that erroneous link.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I will try to have some answers or some more clear directions on how we're going to get this done. But in the meantime, however I communicate with you, check that before you go to bed the night before, and that's going to have the correct link on it for sure. Okay? Any other questions? Okay. Thank you guys again. Be patient with me. This thing is gonna work. Thanks, Julie.
Yeah, thank you. Good job, you guys.
You guys have a great. Affirmation. Okay. Today's affirmation, and I was reading. Every night I read through my affirmations, and I try to pick out one which I think is applicable for the time. And you know, you guys getting this stuff all together, and it's been an idea in my head for quite some time. And I was kind of hesitant to get it started because whenever there's something that's real important that you really want to do, you kind of, I don't know, you kind of get in your own way and you just don't. Look, to make a long story short, I just knew in my head that I just needed to get this thing started. Regardless if it was ready or not, I'm going to get it ready, but I just wanted to get it started. And so when I read this affirmation, it brought my anxiety down. And yes, Coach Chuck has a little bit of anxiety. So the affirmation of the day is, I am right where I am supposed to be. Now, whenever I start thinking about, oh, is this fixed? Is this ready? Is this ready? Because I'm a kind of a perfectionist and I want things to be perfect, especially if you guys are paying me money for it. That anxiety starts to go up. But when I can take a deep breath and say, you know what? I am right where I'm supposed to be. It kind of instantly makes things better. So I'm going to encourage you guys to, throughout your day, if that anxiety starts to bubble up, or if things start to feel uneasy, or you start to feel like things are getting under or out of control, I want you to take a couple of deep breaths and think about the fact that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And it's okay. All right? Love the person who you are becoming, and attack this Wednesday. Again, I apologize. We went a little bit over, but wake up, wake up, wake up! Yeah, I thought you thought you was gonna get away without one of those, huh? Sorry. Anyway, happy Wednesday. We will see you guys bright and early on Friday. Have a great couple of days.
Thanks, Chuck.
Bye,
Thanks,
Kenyatta.
Chuck.
Bye,
Thank
Carol. Bye, Heidi.
Thank you.
Bye, Jay. I think he's online here.
JD.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, good job.
All right. Well, that was a good recovery.
Dang it. See, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, that's the stuff that. But yeah, well, yeah, figure it out, and then eventually you can have an AV guy.
Well, yeah. You know, I got this. It's interesting because
I like looking into like trying to figure out like how does Peloton do their